Testing the audio. Now it should be my face and my audio. So there we go. Good evening, everybody. It is 7:35 and you are at the Rainbow Africa Charity Quiz Night. And let me just check how many of you beautiful people there are. Some. Where am I on? Get rid of that. 6, 7. I'm seeing all sorts of different numbers. So that could be 67. I don't know. But we'll forge ahead because it's time for a little bit of quizzing. And it's Saturday night and I wanted to be on this one. So you can see my little link. There we go. See? Which way round? This finger. That's where you donate because we want to get some donations raised for Rainbow Africa, which is me and my buddies' chosen charity that we do cycling challenges for, and now we do cycling challenges and quizzes for. So it's a bit of a new era being ushered in, and you guys are the little John to my Usher, I suppose. Yeah, and what we got told you I didn't have any jokes written down. Claire's over there. So Claire is here. If everyone's wondering where Claire's at, then she's behind the screen. But she doesn't want you to see what she's wearing.
I'm not dressed as a glamorous assistant this time.
Okay. So if you've been to any of my quizzes before, you know that they are self-marked, that they are a good laugh, and they involve lots of audio-visual stuff, which gone more low-key on the audio-visual this time because I wasn't sure how well it would go via YouTube, and also I didn't want to get stopped halfway through because of copyright claims because of 10 seconds of Rocky 2 being shown or something like that. So we shall continue on without that. So while I'm bumbling along here, don't forget to go and donate to at this address. It's in the description, and I've posted it everywhere that I've posted the link to this quiz, so you shouldn't have any trouble in donating. So what we've got tonight is we've got 5 rounds. They're 10 questions each, so that's a total score of 50. I don't have a habit of having jokers, so because 1 is enough. So we won't play any jokers tonight. But yeah, so let's see if you can get what you can get out of 50, and then you can easily turn that into a percentage if you want to compare it with your A levels, which some of those may or may not have anymore. So, which is good. A level is good. Yeah, if you got them, well done. If you don't worry about it. And I think that's possibly a cue to start doing quizzy stuff. Maybe. What do you reckon, Claire? Yeah, it's 22 now. If you've not managed to donate yet and you want to get into the quiz, donate afterwards. You won't be able to win a prize unless at some point you put at least 50p in the kitty. But don't worry about it. Prizes we've got to be selected by you, the winners at the end. We've got key rings. We've got to be determined. Claire doesn't think anyone will want to win this prize. We are getting rid of the double bed in our spare bedroom. So third place. If you want that bed, you can have it. It's seen some stuff, but it is available. And first prize, what you probably have all tuned in to try and win here. Good stuff in the chat. Good to see you guys. Yeah, I'm sure you're all behind the cause, Andy and Will. The A grade prize is, of course, a will provided by Torch Legal, which is a fantastic legal service providing solicitor-backed wills, and they do something else as well, lasting power of attorney, but I didn't get a good brief on that. So anyway, definitely a place to go to get your wills. This isn't an actual will. Obviously, I wouldn't have one of those to hand. This is just, what is that? Oh, that's just a picture of Hulk Hogan with a smaller Hulk Hogan on his chin. So that is what that's all about. So you won't get this. You'll get something that actually says, is legally binding and sensible. So that's what you could win. And yes, we are full of people attempting to get their hands on that juicy will. But into the quizzing. I'm going to give you 5 rounds. We're going to do the first one first, and we're going to do the last one last. And then we'll mark them all, and because we're only competing for a picture of Hulk Hogan. I trust you to mark them honestly and fairly, and then pop your scores in the chat when we get to that point. We'll crack on with the first round, and then take it from there, I suppose. Anybody else? Who else is there? I'm just seeing Will, Eagles. Hello, Andy. Just trying to find somebody who's not actually in my cycling team who's turned up. Say hello in the chat if you are here. What else we go on? Next, right, there's going to be some slides. That's going to be how I'll remember what we're doing. So the first round, let's get on to it, is, hang on, now I'm in the corner. The first round is paper trail. So, recent knowledge, a bit of a newsy quiz. So let's see how much attention you've been paying. You may or may not. This quiz round is based around the sections of a newspaper, as may or may not have been obvious from the name and the background and the words that I've already uttered on the subject of this quiz round. So let's get started. Pen, paper. You will need pen and paper. I'll give you 3 seconds to go and get some from upstairs. Please don't fall down and break your neck. Pen, paper. You need them. Write down your answers. This is question 1 of round 1. Here we go. So, According to the Daily Star, I want you to complete this headline. Blank, blank, talks to me, says Sid Little. Blank, blank, talks to me, says Sid Little. What does it say behind that little blacked out square? Hi, Tom and Jess. Great to see you guys. Well, see that you're there. While everyone's writing their answer down, I can just represent. Right. Blank, blank, talks to me, says Little. What goes in there? Question 2. It's another headline I want you to complete. Blank. 1 centimetre from being paralysed. Who on this, according to the Daily Mirror, who was 1 centimetre from being paralysed in a what appears to be bike horror it gives away in the corner there? Claire, feel free to give a little bit of give and take in the live chat and, a bit of banter. Or feel free not to. That's question 2. 1 centimetre from being paralysed. Who was that? Question 3 is coming. Right, for the next 2 questions, for question 3, I want you to tell me who has been blanked out there. Who's that holding crabs? Question 3, according to the Independent, who's got crabs? If you do miss any of these, make sure you tell me nice and early because there's a bit of delay on me getting the feedback. So we might be on round 3 by the time someone says they want question 10 redoing, but never mind about that. Who's got the crabs? That's question 3. Question 4. Who is been blurred out of this photograph from the Daily Telegraph? Who's been blurred out there? Question 5. Right, now we're getting onto the better sections of the newspaper, the puzzle pages. So this one is Where's Waldoku? Waldoku. Essentially, it combines the age-old Japanese art of Sudoku with the age-old Western art of Where's Wally. So if you can find which number between 1 and 9 is missing from the next image, then write that number down. So, question 5, which digit between 1 and 9 is missing from the next image? And I'll give you a minute because I've got, well, you get a bit longer than a minute. I've got an egg timer in my pocket, but it's probably not, oh, it's mostly there. Right, I'll turn it over now. If you're just joining us, welcome to the quiz. Quickly have a look at this picture and try and find which digit between 1 and 9 is missing. Got 9 viewers. Fantastic to see you guys. If you're just joining us, say something quickly in the chat if you want me to run through questions 1 to 5 because that's all you've missed. Get your pen and paper ready. But yeah, do let me know if you need me to quickly run through. You won't get as long as everybody else, but do let me know if you need me to start and recap those first 5 questions because I'd love for everybody to be having an opportunity to get 50 out of 50 and get themselves an A star or a 9 as it now is, or just a little badge that says you're a teacher's pet or whatever they do to shout. Right, next is number 6, same again, another Where's Waldoku. What digit is missing from this image? And I turn my egg timer over. You've got another minute. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Rainbow Trust Africa August 2020 charity quiz night. It's the first of its kind and maybe not the last if it goes well. It would be great to be doing it with everybody in the room, would be nice, but this way, if you live in places that are exotic like London, you can join us West Country people. And the egg timer counts down. So if you're confused, what you're supposed to be doing is looking in this image. There are 8 digits between 1 and 9. One of the digits between 1 and 9 is not there. Which one is it? Okay, yes, obviously if you're struggling with my chat, you need to WhatsApp me. Okay, Will, do you need me to start again? Do you need questions repeated? I will ask him. I'm asking him. Right. The egg timer's turned over. That's that one completed. Next one. I will not repeat Where's Waldoku because obviously that's a time-based thing. That's kind of the point of that one. Right. Now we're on to the crossword. So, can you, without any clues, can you complete the missing word in this themed crossword? I'll give you another minute. Why not? It's killing some time. But so, hopefully you can all make it out. There's a themed crossword appearing on your screens. Why don't you tell me what the missing word is? And it is topical. Like an ointment. Okay, why do they call it topical ointment? While people are looking at this and trying to work out the answer to the crossword.
I think it's because you put it in a particular place rather than all over.
Okay. And what ointment do you put all over? Okay. How many questions are we on? We're 1, 2, 3. We did 4 on the front page, 2 Sudoku, and now we've got the second crossword one coming up. So question number 8. Here is another topical crossword. No clue, but can you work out what word is missing that fits the theme? Hi, Will. Good to see you, Will, and thanks for helping us with that history walk yesterday. I've not got any cast iron bobbin related questions, so that's for next time. We were basically had this history trail, and it said somewhere on the road under the bridge, look for this cast iron bobbin that's got some information engraved on the top of it, and it's like a 4 meters squared of tarmac. And you're thinking, shouldn't be too hard to find a big lump of cast iron, but I don't know if it's been removed, turned into maybe someone built a snowman around it and someone stubbed their toe and they said that was right. I've got absolutely no way of knowing if anybody's managing to get these crossword bits, but that's fine because we're coming up with question 9, and the last section of the newspaper is of course the sports pages. So question number 9: who is this that was last week winning the Snooker World Championship? And I was just looking to see if his face was reflected in the trophy, which it wasn't. So it's one word, says this needs be. One word. A one word might be ragamuffin or uptight. Or is that 2 words? Phlebotomist? Who won the Snooker World Championship last weekend? Question number 10. Here is a back page from Spain, obviously with a very dejected look in Barcelona after having been knocked out of the Champions League by Bayern Munich. But do you remember that scoreline? One of them is it may be 2 words, Andy. We're miles past. Holly says they're doing brilliantly, excellent. Tim he's got more of a galaxy brain than David Brailsford, with his having identified that there are 3 individual time trials at the Giro. He's just had an absolute genius move and thinking we need to send Geraint Thomas there. My last training ride before our big sponsored ride today, and I was feeling almost as unfit as Geraint Thomas. It was pretty shocking. Right. Yes, I do remember the score. Haha. Right, okay. I feel it's time for the answers. Is there any reason I should not just go to the answers now, Claire? Nobody has said they want another one repeating, so you've missed the boat. Boat is sailing. Right, here we go. Question 1. To complete this headline, Eddie's ghost talks to me, says Sid Little. Obviously, Eddie Large of the comedic duo Little and Large. I should imagine. It could be that they've put a photo of them for absolutely no reason. Question number 2. Who was 1 centimetre away from being paralysed, according to the Daily Mirror? It was, of course, Simon Cowell. Yes, got his trouser waistband caught in the handlebars of his e-bike whilst riding it around at home. Who's got crabs? It is, of course, Boris. Wasn't there a guy who was in the running for the PM job at one point called Crab? Because he would have been made for that photo, wouldn't he? Vincent Crabbe, or is that from Harry Potter? Right, here we go. Who is the mystery man on this front page? It is, of course, Ronald McDonald, there with his ex-boss, who's now turned politician and also turned man in very hot water. So there we go. The number missing from the beach was the number 4. And I've obviously ringed the other one, so you can tell I'm not telling any porkies. And the next one is the giant, and the number 9 is missing. And I'm just realising that I forgot to switch views, so you can't see my face. Hi guys, I'm still here. And then we move on. We keep moving on. Do I have to prove it? You just need to write it down, Andy. Otherwise I tell everybody anecdotes about olive pizzas. The topical and yet clueless crossword answer for this one is the Argos catalogue, which I hope you did all get, because Claire actually got that one. So that's a meter stick for what is an intelligent person might be able to do. But I did give you a little bit longer than she had. Anyway, Argos catalogue was number whatever that one is, and then the next one was qualifications. Yes. Right, continue on. Right, number 9. Who won the Snooker World Championship? It was, of course, the Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan. And the scoreline in the Champions League quarter-final between Barcelona and Bayern Munich was Bayern Munich 8, Barcelona 2. And I would 8-2 here if you didn't like that question. Right. Hey. Not getting any feedback. Normally I get a lot of cheers. Right, so now we go to the next round, which is... So I'm going to change to my other view again. Please put your score in the live chat, or Will, you can WhatsApp it me, or if you're also having trouble with various scoring things, just any way that you know how to let me know, you let me know, or let Claire know. She's actually doing the scores. Argos catalogue, really, says Tim. He's dead happy with that. Tim's got it. Let's have a look. Go back to the chat. What scores have we got? Not got scores coming in just yet. People are probably still quibbling over whether they're going to award themselves a half point for. No half points available. In the meantime, check out the jersey, check out the love. 6 out of 10 for Will. Excellent. Excellent. I'm saying excellent. I'm saying excellent to me, because if people are getting all 10s or getting all 2s, that's bad. But if you're getting around the middle, then it's pretty hot. Right, why don't I just... Nice. Why don't you check out this? Let's check it out. Let's check it out. This is my Just Giving page, so there's a little bit more about it later in the quiz. Essentially, these 4 guys here, these 4 maniacs, plus another couple of fellas, we are doing another big ride this year in aid of Rainbow Africa, who do some good work in and around Livingstone in Zambia, and they do healthcare and medical programs down there, which we'd like to support. But equally this year they've had even more crazy stuff going on, as you would imagine, with everybody else also having stuff on. Right, let's get off from there. But thank you, Tom Fitzmaurice. Look at that, he's popped in a little donation. Thank you, Tom. Right, subtitle rounds. I think we've got all of them. Have you got them all? If you're still coming in with the scores, Claire will get them from somewhere. Word you come from is the next round. So this Will, I said we talked about bungalows the other day. Bungalow being a word that comes from Hindi. I'm going to tell you 10 words that we would use in the English language. Maybe not every day, some of them, hopefully. But 10 words that we use in the English language that are donor words from another language. So, and you got to tell me what language they've been donated from. There we go. That's the final piece of the puzzle. So let's launch into it. And I'm not getting anyone saying go for it, but I'm going to go for it. So question 1: from which language do we get the word smorgasbord? And I nearly did an accent, which is obviously, it's quite an easy one anyway to start off with, but that would have been just silly if I started doing a funny chef's accent. Just so you know that I wasn't just counting to 60 in my head. Got an egg timer. Smorgasbord, number 1. Number 2. From which language do we get the word crouton? From which language do we get the word crouton? Go for it, says Tim. And Ange Tall, good to see you. Tim was telling me all about the word bungalow yesterday. Will was telling me all about the word bungalow yesterday. So that's not, I wrote this before. I haven't done this all in the last minute. Right, question 3. From which language do we get the word paparazzi? From which language do we get the word paparazzi? Number 4. From which language would we get the word anorak? From which language do we get the word anorak? Love croutons. Who doesn't? I didn't put the numbers on the screen. Right, number 5. Number 5 is hamster. From which language do you get the word hamster? Number 6. From which language do we get the word tycoon? From which language do we get the word tycoon? What was that? Next one is number 7. Number 7. From which language do we get the word balaclava? From which language do we get the word balaclava? Number what? Number 8?
Yes.
Number 8. From which language do we get the word wildebeest? Awesome. Wildebeest, just magnificent. I like the way they get like cross rivers and get eaten by crocodiles. That's another thing I like. Number 9. From which language do we get the word pyjamas? From which language do we get the word pyjamas? Is it 10? Yeah, from number 10. Number 10, the last word. And I have the last word. It is siesta. From which language do we get the word siesta? I'm not humming now, I'm just bobbing. I do this when we play board games and it just drives Claire wild with happiness. Bob. Right. Finish your arguments. Finish your arguments. Stop squabbling. Tim and Ollie, I know you're probably all over pyjamas, probably. I'm sure. But let's go for it. Let's go for it. The answers to the round word you come from. If you're watching it now or you're watching this video on YouTube afterwards, because it publishes all the live feeds afterwards, feel free to rob these rounds straight out of my video. You know, I don't make any money from this, apart from for charity. Thanks to you guys. Right. Answer number 1. Smorgasbord comes from Swedish. Smorgasbord comes from Swedish. Word number 2. I'm supposed to do that. Is that when I do the little banter bit about Swedish? No. Not every answer needs a little comment. Crouton comes from French. I know what number it is. I'm just giving people time to like write a tick or something. Number 3, anorak is an Eskimo word, just like mugluk. Mudluck? Mukluk, that's it. Or igloo. But they don't have 50 words for snow. Apparently that was just a thing that guy said off the top of his head and everyone believed him. Hamster is a German word, like, I guess like, if you live in Hamburg, you're a hamster. No, they're a hamburger, aren't they? I don't know. Hamster, from German. Tycoon comes from Japanese. Do-do-do-do. Did they catch that Nissan guy?
Which one?
The runaway guy. Number 6. Balaclava comes from Russian. It might be number 6.
It is number 6.
Who put Norwegian for smorgasbord? Might be number 7. Wildebeest comes from Dutch. Or obviously I will accept Afrikaans. I suppose it's Dutch via Afrikaans. Tim says, you missed paparazzi. You got clear. I did miss paparazzi. Paparazzi comes from Italian. Did I skip over that? I seem to have double pressed on my keyboard. Many apologies. Paparazzi obviously comes from Italian. Although I think Lady Gaga is from the States, so I don't know. It's pretty impressive when pop stars have like foreign language songs, isn't it? Right, we had Balaclava, we had Wildebeest. Pyjamas. Tim, Holly, I know you probably were arguing over whether it was Hindi or Urdu. I'm accepting both, okay? So there we go. Pyjamas comes from Hindi or Urdu. Number 3, paparazzi. Will says, yeah. Oh, he's probably just about 45 seconds behind. That's why. And then finally, you've got siesta is Spanish. Because I went through and messed it up, the answer should be number 1, Swedish. Number 2, French. Number 3, Italian. Number 4, Eskimo. Number 5, German. Number 6, I can't even count now, Japanese. Number 7, Russian. Number 8, Dutch or Afrikaans. Number 9, Hindi or Urdu. And number 10, Spanish. Please put your scores in the live chat or just send it straight to me. He got cleared. Nissan guy got cleared. He looked like such a bad guy. And that's exactly the sort of slander that I don't need on my personal YouTube account. So maybe I'll just make this video private later. So it's not like I've got a million subscribers who are all now going to react to that. What we got? Do you want my phone, Claire? Actually, and then you can keep doing all that. Right, keep those scores coming in. I think it's time to just crack on with round 3. Don't spend all the time on waste all the time in between rounds early on. We can always slow it down, but that tends to be right. The next round is called Baby Got Brackets, which I'm going to give you the title of a song, and they're all song titles that feature bracketed parts of the song title, and I want you to tell me what the blank part is. I've either blanked out the part that's in the brackets or the part that's out of the brackets, so which will become more obvious once we crack on. I think it's fair to say. So, without any further ado, let's go on to question 1, which in what seems to be quite standard form for this quiz doesn't have any numbers on it, so I'll count my pinkies. Right, question 1. What is that song by the Beatles? Blank, This Bird Has Flown. Or should I say blank for the number of words? Make it easier. Blank, blank, This bird has flown.
Pump, pump.
Pump, pump. Got any Brooklyn Nine-Nine viewers? Yeah, this is a song written by Pump, the Beatles. Pump, pump. Oh gosh, I'm going to have to do it. Oh man. Right, anyway, blank, blank, This Bird Has Flown, the Beatles. And now all I can see is Captain Hall. Right. I Got You, brackets, blank, blank, blank. by James Brown. What's been blanked out there? I got you, blank, blank, blank. James Brown. Number 3. Bang a gong, brackets, blank, blank, blank. T-Rex. Commissioner, pump. How's your pump, pump? Wife, pump. Bang a gong, blank, blank, blank. T-Rex. Number 4. You gotta fight, blank, 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 to party. You gotta fight, blank, 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 to party. By the Beastie Boys. Not Beatsy Boys, which was Jake and Stevie from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and so on. And that's when Charles is like, me and my first partner were called Chucky and the Coot. Anyway, you gotta fight, blank, 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 to party. Beastie Boys, what is in the blanks? Possibly number 5, sitting on, blank, blank, blank. I could have put it on the screen, couldn't I? Blank, 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 blank. 5 words, 5 words. Sitting on, blank, 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 by Otis Redding. What are those blanked out words? Right. If you left it off the chat, I can't see. What's everyone saying? The next one is number 6. Break on through, blank, 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 the doors. Break on through, blank, 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 the doors. It's getting warm in here. I'm not got a base layer on. Shocking. It was humid out there earlier, so not hot. It was just like oppressive. Question counter. What are we on? 7?
7.
Number 7 is I Can't Get No, in brackets, blank, by the Rolling Stones. I can't get no, blank. Eight is blank, 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 blank. Brackets, amazing, by Bruno Mars. Is that the right number of blanks? It is 5 blanks. Brackets, amazing, by Bruno Mars. Why are you doing that?
I just can't remember the songs. Names.
Okay.
Even though I did it 10 minutes ago.
Anyway, let's move on to number
9.
Number 9. No, we missed one.
Uh-oh.
Chef definitely have put the numbers on here. Okay. One of the answers, it's going to be obvious when you market it unless you've written the same thing for all of them, in which case it wouldn't even matter. So, Send My Love, blank, 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 by Adele. Send My Love, blank, 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 by Adele. And I'll leave it on there and then I'll skim through. I should have just printed them on here because I've got other questions written down. Right, let's see which one we've missed. We got that one. We got Bruno Mars. We got Stones. We got Doors. We got Otis Redding. We got the Beastie Boys. We got T-Rex. We got James Brown. We got the Beatles. We got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh dear.
Question 9 question mark.
Hang on a second. Let's just have a look. It's on my phone. I'm not feeling like we're in particular peril of losing too many people. Right. 1, 2, 3. I was going to add another one.
It's going can just be a 9-point round.
Would have been more obvious if I'd put the numbers on here. That's why there's no jokers, because I knew that one of the rounds was 9, and it wouldn't have been fair. So that was a round of 9. And the thing is, it's kind of hard to think of a round with flipping.
It's a 9-point round.
Can't think of any more songs with brackets in. Which hip hop star's murderer was arrested after 18 years this week for a bonus point? Number 10. Number 10. Which hip hop star's murderers were arrested after 18 years this year? That's a music question. There we go. Right, quickly top and tail your answer sheets, but that shouldn't require much, I guess. Swap to your green pens if you're doing so, and we'll go through the answers. First one was Norwegian Wood by the Beatles. So pretty close with Norway in the second round there, Andy. There was a little bit of a surreptitious serendipity. Right, number 2. I Got You brackets I Feel Good by James Brown. Pump, 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 pump. Pump, 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 pump. Pump. Oh my gosh. Number 3. Bang a Gong brackets Get It On by T-Rex. That doesn't involve, I can't do anything. There's not really any eyebrow motion required, but I'm reading that one out. You Gotta Fight, ba ba for your right, ba ba. You Gotta Fight, pump pump for your right, pump pump to party by the Beastie Boys. The next one, whatever number it may be, is Sitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding. And the next one of your answers should be Break On Through to the Other Pump Side. Just to the other side. To the Other Side is the answer that we're looking for. Why are you going through my Strava? YouTube. You just tap the app. It's been like that since like 2005 when they launched the iPhone. I Can't Get No Pump Satisfaction, Pump Pump by the Rolling Stones. I don't think everybody finds the pump thing probably as funny as I'm hoping Holly's enjoying it.
Tim is enjoying it.
Tim seems to be enjoying it. Yes, yeah. If Tim's enjoying it, then it's worth doing. That's why I've always said. Just the Way You Are, Pump Amazing, Pump Pump by Bruno Mars. Number 9 is Send My Love to Your New Lover. Steve's already given up and given. Right. Send My Love, Pump to Your New Lover, Pump Pump by Adele. And then, as pre-planned, question 10. Which hip-hop star's murderers were arrested after 18 years this week? It was, of course, Jam Master Jay of Run DMC. 18 years ago, shot in his recording studio, and they have accosted the culprits this week. So, get your answers in, get them on paper. We already got them on the paper. Get your scores in. We've got the answers. We've got 10 answers for 9 questions, so we've got a surplus of answers here. But send us some questions. Send us some questions. Don't send us some questions. I'll send the questions. Meanwhile, I'm just going to check my. Right. We've done 3 rounds. We've got 2 to go.
Will Tour says, Send My Love to Outer Space?
That was quite hard, that last one. So if you've done well, I don't even know because Claire's taken my phone off me again. I'm kidding. She doesn't normally take it off me. She's not controlling. I am here and able to operate totally of my own free will. Talking of free wills, who's going to win it? Who's going to win Hulk Hogan? Right, there we go. You need that, Claire. I'm going to transition to the next round. Okay, so we talked about Rainbow Trust Africa, fantastic charity working out of Zambia to support communities there. What do we normally do? Well, normally we ride our bikes over a couple of days, over 3, 4. I don't think I've ever done a 5-day one. When we do Iceland, that's going to take more, I think. we ride our bikes really, really far, and we get people to sponsor us. So we were going to be riding to Paris next week, which cannot happen, apparently, because taking 2 weeks off in quarantine after the bike ride was a bit of a stretch. So we are going to be doing another little special route across the UK, which is the basis of this next round. There we are. There's those boys again. Just any excuse to pop a picture of the guys in there, especially with the gun show going on. Right, enough of that. This next round is called Routiny on the County, which is obviously sort of 20 out of 10 pun. Absolutely fantastic. It's going to be a little quiz, a little mini quiz, 10 questions, all about the route, the counties that we'll be passing through on our route from the west coast of Wales to the coasts of Norfolk. And it may or may not reflect the actual route because it wasn't necessarily 100% available when I was there. Also, so we're going to start our actual ride in Leicestershire and then go all the way over there and then go all the way back. Oh, people can't see it. Get myself out of the way. Put me in the corner. It's called... Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Hang on. There we go. Routiny on the County. Now you can all go, oh, that's what he means. Right, so there we go. Gonna go from Hinckley all the way to the west coast, all the way over the other side. So it's gonna be a bit of a ride, and we're gonna... Now I'm gonna move that into the corner because the questions aren't gonna come up. I've got questions on paper this time. I've gone analog. But please do follow along at home as you've been doing from the start. If you haven't been following along from home, I don't know what you've been doing for the last 35 minutes. Right, let's go for it. So, the first county, although apparently it's a principal area in Wales because they think they're better than everybody else, which is probably why G's doing the Giro. Okay, first principal area, Welsh principal area of Gwynedd, includes which peak with an elevation of 1,085 metres? So, the Welsh principal area of Gwynedd includes which peak with an elevation of 1,085 metres? As in, when I say peak, I mean like a mountain or something. You know what I mean, right?
We know what you mean.
Okay, and you know the answer, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hope so.
Question number 2. Powys. Powys is a big principal area in Wales, and it's got lots of things in the landscape, but which of these does not feature in the landscape of Powys? Is it the Brecon Beacons, Fangorn Forest, the Black Mountains, or Radnor Forest? Is it Brecon Beacons, Fangorn Forest, Black Mountains, or Radnor Forest? Which of those does not feature in the landscape of Powys? Right, now we're getting some real counties here. Proper stuff. You can see my face? Alright, was I behind the map? Yeah. Hi guys. The next county is Shropshire. Shropshire. So can you name, hopefully, can you name the Shropshire town that is home to the first major bridge in the world to be made of cast iron? Do you know the answer?
I feel like I should.
Name the Shropshire town that's home to the first major bridge in the world to be made of cast iron. And it's not like brand new. It's not like last week. So, you know, it's hopefully not going to catch anyone out. Question number 4. I've got the numbers on here. We're going to Derbyshire. And what I want to know... Hang on. I've skipped one. Staffordshire. We're going to Staffordshire. Question number 4. So writing the numbers on here didn't help at all. The Staffordshire town of Burton-upon-Trent accounts for a quarter of the UK's production of what? Just realised I haven't written the answers down on here. Look, I do know them, isn't it? The Staffordshire town of Burton-upon-Trent accounts for a quarter of the UK production of what? I would have said what produce, but then I've just said production, so it would seem like totally pointless to say produce and product. Production and produce. Anyway, number 5. I don't want to use any defunct words. I want to rattle through this without any wittering backwards and forwards. Anyway, number 5. Derbyshire. And I want to know, what is the nickname of Derby County Football Club? By what nickname are Derby County Football Club known? That's question number 5. Round number 4. So we have still got some more to go. So, yes, don't need to string it out. Keep going. By what nickname are Derby County Football Club known? Let me know in your answer on your paper. So don't let me know. Just let me know the score at the end. Goodness me. Number 6. The county of my youth, Leicestershire. But in Leicestershire, there is a town called Melton Mowbray, and I'd like you to know, which foodstuff is it famous for? I think most of the people who have decided to tune in live in Leicestershire, so
Fingers crossed they know.
hopefully that one's quite easy. And if you're from Plymouth and you're not watching this, don't even ever bother coming around my house or asking me for anything. I'm kidding. People are on holiday. People have things to do. People hate my quizzes. Number 6 was that one. Number 7. All right. We may or may not, I've not checked, be passing through Rutland. But this is a real peach of a question, so even if we're not going through Rutland, it's worth it. Right, here we go. Rutland. In the 17th century, Rutland was home to England's smallest man, Sir Geoffrey Hudson, who was 18 inches tall, or 45 centimetres for you at home using the metric system. He was presented to Queen Henrietta Maria of France in a pie, and he led an exciting and adventurous life that included being feted by the royal court, fighting with the royalists during the English Civil War, killing a man in a duel, being captured by Barbary pirates and spending 25 years as a slave in North Africa before being rescued and returning home to England. But what was his name? And I won't repeat it because that's the whole point of the question, was to see if you were paying attention at the beginning of the question. But if you can hear screaming children outside our house, be assured they are outside our house and not somewhere in my basement. Definitely going to have to make this video private.
We don't have a basement.
We don't have a basement. Wink. Question 8. Right. Where is that? Where after Rutland? Peterborough. I got literally the only thing I know about Peterborough is on this question. So anyway, Catherine of Aragon is buried beneath the paving of Peterborough Cathedral. Can you name one of her husbands? There's a bonus point if you can name both of her husbands that she had through her life. Catherine of Aragon is buried beneath the paving of Peterborough Cathedral. Can you name one of her husbands? Bonus points for 2. Give people the time to write those down, and also for me to search to Google because I forgot exactly what their last name was. Yes, I had it right. Just didn't want to go come out with it later. Right, so next one. Here we go. Is Cambridgeshire. Cambridge Tech pupils Syd Barrett and David Gilmour went on to release hits with which rock band? Cambridge Tech pupils Syd Barrett and David Gilmour went on to release hits with which rock band? Do you think I need to give examples of songs from that, or do you think we'll get it? I think I originally wrote like such as Comfortably Numb, and then I got rid of it, so I don't know if I should tell people that.
I think you've done it now.
Okay. Yeah, so Cambridge Tech pupils Syd Barrett and David Gilmour went on to release hits such as Comfortably Numb and Money with which rock band? And then moving on to our final county of this quiz, and I imagine, give or take a few diversions. I don't think we're going... Maybe we are going through Worcestershire, Westminster. Anyway, Norfolk is the last one. Number 10, Norfolk. And the question about Norfolk is this. County town Norwich is the fictional home of which inept and shameless broadcaster? Norwich is the fictional home of which inept and shameless broadcaster? Get your answers down and prepare for answers. Let's go back. Nobody heard me burp because I leaned off the side of the
Right.
camera.
Yeah.
You checking? Nobody's saying definitely need another one repeating. We're not going to repeat them. We're going to keep going. Right, here come the answers. Question or county number 1. Gwynedd. The Welsh principal area of Gwynedd includes which peak with an elevation of 1,085 metres? What's that peak, Claire?
I hope it's Snowdon.
Mount Snowdon. Very good. 1 point for Claire. Let's see if any. Let's play along at home. See if you can beat my wife. Wait, no, that's. Don't beat my wife. That is like
Win the quiz.
Compete against my wife at a quiz. Question 2. Powys. Which of these does not feature in the landscape of Powys? It is, of course, Fangorn Forest, which is from Lord of the Rings. Did you get that, Claire?
I wasn't listening to the question, sorry.
Okay, she was busy probably
Picking my nose or
picking her
something.
nose or putting photographs on Instagram. And the question we're on is number 3, Shropshire. Bop bop. Pump pump. Name the Shropshire town home to the first major bridge in the world to be made out of cast iron. Iron Bridge. Staffordshire. Number 4, Staffordshire town of Burton upon Trent. Burton upon Trent accounts for a quarter of the UK production of beer. Did you know that?
No.
I'm not giving you an opportunity to get beaten by my friends.
No.
Did you know the Iron Bridge one?
Yeah.
Good stuff. And we move on to number 5, Derbyshire. Derby County Football Club are known as the Rams, of course. Easy one if you like your football. Probably like. That's the thing about sports ones. People just sometimes complain about sports ones. Anyway, Leicestershire town of Melton Mowbray is famous for pork pies. Pork pies, hand-raised hot water crust pastry filled with pork. Pop the lid on, and then
jelly?
later on they inject the jelly with a needle-like device to insert the gelatin. So that's number 6, Leicestershire, Melton Mowbray pork pies. In Rutland, in the 17th century, Rutland was home to England's smallest man, and his name was Sir Geoffrey Hudson. Did you remember that? See, that was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it? You thought it was going to be some sort of weird question about. I don't know what question I could possibly asked about him. But if you wrote Sir Geoffrey Hudson, or Geoffrey Hudson, or Jeff Hudson, or probably Jeff, any combination of those, you get a point. Question number 8, all about Peterborough. Catherine of Aragon is buried beneath the paving of Peterborough Cathedral. Claire, can you name one of her husbands?
Henry VIII.
Henry VIII. Yes, Henry VIII of England. And her other husband that she was married to before that was, of course...
I don't know.
Arthur, Prince of Wales, or Arthur Tudor, or Henry VIII's brother. I would have accepted those answers. So Henry VIII's brother, Arthur, older brother, was the spouse of Catherine of Aragon before the king did. Eric Little. Oh, I see. Not for that one question. It's like, of course she wasn't married to Eric Little. Gotcha. Right. Cambridgeshire. Cambridge Tech pupils Sid Barrett and David Gilmour went on to release hits with the band Pink Floyd. And question 10. Norwich is the fictional home of which inept and shameless broadcaster? Do you know? Alan Partridge. Yes, she did know. She just not confident enough. All those years of grinding her down. Anyway, I don't grind her down. I grind her up. No, I build her up. Right. Now we're gonna. There's no PowerPoint stuff now, so you can just have my beautiful face. Right. Get your scores in. Let Claire know what the scores are. She is writing them down in her little her beautiful notebook. It's kind of like got this very kind of like almost stone paper with gold edges. So clearly values her own ideas, and well, she should, because she's been ground up to have some good ideas. Right, we're now at the hour point since half past. But we're probably going to finish the actual quizzing within an hour, which is pretty good. Probably helped by the fact that we haven't got like a 10, 15-minute long music video or whatever this time round. But I do like those music videos. Check them out on my channel. I've got some quiz rounds on there. Right, here we go. I'm sitting you guys can all sit on my lap, which I know is probably a lifelong aspiration of yours. Right, there we go. Now we're on to the final round, which I call Role Reversal. Which should have in word art pop up on the screen, but I haven't done that. I do have numbers though, so I won't be getting lost on this one. So in this round, I'm going to describe the plot of a film if it was played backwards, and you need to tell me what the name of the film is. You can write the name forward, you don't have to write it backwards, because that would be... Well, you could do if you wanted to. That might be an interesting diversion. You'll get points for either way. Right. Round number 5, the final round. I'm going to read the plot of a film backwards, or describe a film if you were to watch it backwards. What is the name of that film, the title of that film? Film number 1. Film number 1 is about a shark who throws up so many people that they have to open a beach. What's that film? If you watch it backwards, it's about a shark who throws up so many people that they have to open a beach. I can't stop looking at that picture of Hulk Hogan. I'm going to put it in Cora's room, see if she notices. You happy about me saying the name of our daughter on like to the world? How many viewers we got? Still got
6 viewers.
6. If you are one of the 2 people that have left this quiz, let me know. Right. Number 2. If you watch film number 2 backwards, it's about a benevolent lizard that helps rebuild a city and then moonwalks into the sea. If you watch film number 2 backwards, it's about a benevolent lizard that helps rebuild a city and then moonwalks into the sea. What's that film? It's going well. I think I might have some Rice Krispies. Right, question 3. Right, this film is... It's a film series, this one, to give it away. But you should probably get it anyway. If you watch this film series backwards, it's about an institute that gradually robs a teenage wizard of his age and talent until he's got nothing left and must resign himself to living under a family's stairs. What film is that? Film number 4. Question number 4. If you watch this film backwards, you would describe it this way. Liam Neeson drops his daughter off at a party boat until some kind Albanian guys return her home. In which backwards film does Liam Neeson drop his daughter off at a party boat until some kind Albanian guys return her home? Number 5. In which backwards film does this happen? Tommy Lee Jones uses a flashing light to convince Will Smith to stop wearing suits and join the NYPD. Question number 6. In which backwards film does a mentally challenged man moonwalk across America so he can fly to Vietnam and find his friend's legs? In which backward film does a mentally challenged man moonwalk across America so he can fly to Vietnam and find his friend's legs? Shouldn't bounce you guys up and down on my knee. Reserve that for others. Right. Question 7. If you watch which film backwards, it's about a girl who becomes so unpopular she has to move to Africa. Continent of choice for all discerning cycling jersey wearers. Question number 7. If you watch which film backwards, it's about a girl who becomes so unpopular she has to move to Africa.
Tim says, can you do question 5 again?
Question 5 is coming out. I'll repeat them at the end. It's a good idea. Question 8. Which film, if you watch it backwards, is about a factory owner who rescues a series of children and saves the town's economy by hiring local workers and employees? If you watch which film backwards, it's about a factory owner who rescues a series of children and saves the town's economy by hiring local workers and as employees. Question number 9. It's about capturing which film, if you watch it backwards, is about capturing wild dinosaurs and putting them in a giant zoo, whilst a fully grown man is born directly into a toilet from a T-Rex's mouth? If you watch which film backwards, it's about capturing wild dinosaurs and putting them in a giant zoo, whilst a fully grown man is born directly onto a toilet from a T-Rex's mouth. T-Rex meaning Tyrannosaurus Rex. Not Mark, no, Bolan. Right. And question number 10. Which film is about a bunch of dudes and Angelina Jolie parking cars all over town? Quite quickly. Question number 10. Which backwards film is about a bunch of dudes and Angelina Jolie parking cars all over town? And to repeat, question number 5. Which film, if you watch it backwards, is about Tommy Lee Jones using a flashing light to convince Will Smith to stop wearing suits and join Pump, the NYPD. Pump, pump. No more pumping. Not while this is on anyway. Pump, pump. Wait, sorry. Millhouse, lower those eyebrows. Right. And the other one. I'll give it a couple of minutes for people, a couple of moments. People write those down. It's 20 to 9, which means it's nearly end of the quiz time. Could be preparing it like a little scoreboard and then popped it up. Send your scores in. Don't send them in yet because we haven't run the answers.
Oh.
I think. Yeah. Right. So, role reversal. If you watch the film Jaws backwards, it is about a shark who throws up so many people they have to open a beach. The answer is Jaws. And if you watch question 2, if you watch Godzilla backwards, it is about a benevolent lizard that helps rebuild a city and then moonwalks into the sea. Question 3. If you watch Harry Potter backwards, it's about an institute that gradually robs a teenage wizard of his age and talent till he's got nothing left and must resign himself to living under a family's stairs. Question 3, the answer was Harry Potter. Question 4. In the film, if you watch the film Taken backwards, it's a film about Liam Neeson dropping off his daughter off at a party boat until some kind Albanian guys return her home. The answer was Taken. Question number 5. If you watch the film Men in Black backwards, it's about Tommy Lee Jones using a flashing light to convince Will Smith to stop wearing suits and to join the Pump, NYPD. Pump, pump. Yeah, running gags. Right. Question 6. If you watch Forrest Gump backwards, it's about a mentally challenged man who moonwalks across America so he can fly to Vietnam and find his friend's legs. The answer is Forrest Gump. Question 7. If you watch Mean Girls backwards, it's about a girl who becomes so unpopular she has to move to Africa. The answer is Mean Girls. Question 8. If you watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory backwards, it's about a factory owner who rescues a series of children and saves the town's economy by hiring local workers and employees. So the answers are Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, because both the two films were named differently. Question 9. Which film, if you watch it backwards, is about capturing wild dinosaurs and putting them in a giant zoo whilst a fully grown man is born directly into a toilet from a T-Rex's mouth? The answer is Jurassic Park. Question 10. If you watch Gone in 60 Seconds backwards, it's just a bunch of dudes and Angelina Jolie parking cars all over town. The answer was Gone in 60 Seconds. So, just in case people are arguing that I'd only pick good films, I've included some naff ones in there as well. Okay, I'm kidding. I mean, if you're watching this, Angelina, hi. I don't know what to tell her. Like, continue the UN work, I guess. She's doing that. I don't think I've watched anything since Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which was good. Anyway, or the Tourist, that was all right. That is the final question in the final round. So get your answers into the live chat or by semaphore or Morse code to my wife Claire, and she will assist you by dropping in your lap a total, I'm sure. There's only 5 numbers there, Claire, so it shouldn't be too difficult, I'm hoping. But you've been adding numbers as you go along.
I'm smart.
Flip me. 8 years ago, I made the best decision of my life. Picking Iceland as a honeymoon. What a place. Unbelievable. Definitely need to go cycling there. Right. I'm just looking at my own face now. Can I get onto the live stream so I can see the chat? I don't know. We should have just done this on Zoom. How is the YouTube working out? Let us know. At least I'm going to be able to. I'll record it for Keith and send him that as well tomorrow. Right. Right. Let's do some more stuff. While Claire's doing her sums, let's go to Chrome. Here we go. What else is going on? How are we at? What's the totalizer saying? I'm up to 61% of my target, so I'm happy with that.
Did you do a bonus point in that round?
There was a bonus point for if anybody got in the last round.
Yeah.
The last round should have been 10 tops.
Tom, I'm getting a different score to you.
He might have got a bonus point before for. Did anybody get Arthur Tudor, brother of Henry VIII, as the first husband of Catherine of Aragon? Jess, I imagine, might have got that actually, because she might have like a history degree or something. I should definitely know. There we go. Let's have a look. Guys, I don't know if you got this on your Just Giving. Look, you can link your Strava. Apart from I only did it on the Monday, so all it had was just commuting, and also today. Look at that, a beautiful sort of. What does it look like? It's not quite a figure of 8. It's more like the top half looks a bit like Jamaica, and the lower half looks a bit like Cyprus on its side, or maybe the United States flipped and reversed. Put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it, as Missy told us all. I think we're ready to go with the scores, are we? Let me just check her working out here. What am I even reading there? Where's the totals? Gotta make it really. I'm a dummy. There we go. She's gonna put boxes around the totals. I couldn't work out which was the biggest number in a row, probably. It's looking promising. It looks like someone might have won. I think obviously somebody won. What kind of banter are I getting on the WhatsApp?
YouTube is working well.
Bonus was the 18 years ago rapper. That was actually the 10th question because there was only 9 in there. But yes, did you get Jam Master J? Right. Okay, we're going to go.
Can you understand?
I think so. Let me just check. How close was it? Nice. Right, okay. Pretty close. Pretty close. Right, so of the people that have submitted their scores, it's probably loads, and also probably people. This is going to get 1 million hits after the fact on YouTube because it's just going to come top of everyone's recommendations because I've mentioned loads of popular things like Hulk Hogan and stuff like that, so you get trending. Hashtag Rainbow Quiz. In 4th place, let's just do the top 4, shall we? Is the Sneeze Bees. Round of applause. That's not Hulk Hogan again. Brother. Right. Hopefully people know their wrestling banter. Right. In 4th place with the Sneeze Bees with a very respectable score of 29. So pretty solid. I think the questions seem to have been pretty well balanced. In 3rd place, Will and Angela Tall with 32 points. Next time I'll put an echo machine on Claire. I'm not going to put my hands below the screen height. All right, question number. Who came second in today's quiz? The answer is somebody who scored 36 points, and the winners scored 37 points. So it was pretty close. And in 1st place,
Is it 2nd place?
you normally tell the winners, don't you? Say the winners, yeah. No, because then people will just are so busy congratulating. Right, 2nd place, with a very strong performance, was the Eagles. Well done, Eagles. Tim, Holly, Noah. I'm guessing he's up to Martha. Is she awake doing a quiz?
Yeah.
She has the cheekiest face. I might give her 2 bonus points and put them in first. But actually, it is a cheeky face, lovely face, but even more lovely face. In 1st place, my brother Thomas Fitzmaurice and his girlfriend Jess. So well done to you with 37 points. This year's champions might not do it next year, may do it in person, who knows. Clap, clap, clap. All of you guys, I will be in touch and allow you to pick which prize you would like from the prize table. So obviously I'll ask 1st place. We'll get 1st pick, and gone the way down. Yeah, so see if anyone takes us up on the bed, I guess. Right, collection only. Thank you so much to everybody that has joined us. And it's still a bit weird not having all your feedback, but I'm sure we'll get there. Having you get your feedback alive. All the messaging is fantastic. Well done, Tom and Jess, says Tim. A very gracious 2nd place. So, yeah, excellent. Wonderful people. And you don't really write. What? I'm just skipping through now. Woo, woo. Mapping the court. What am I doing? Stay on. Don't do the countdown again. Camera. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to donate if you haven't. If you're having any trouble with a donation, let me know. And if you're watching this on YouTube, or Keith, if you're watching this on the DVD that I'm going to give you tomorrow, good on you. And I hope you enjoyed it as well. Good night, everybody. I'm going to click the stop streaming button, I guess. No, I should click the end stream on YouTube. But it's lagging behind. I'm going to click stop streaming on my software and then see what happens. Alright, everybody, good night and God bless. Take it easy.